All the highlights from this morning's Bahrain Grand Prix at 10 past midnight, but now it's Wales Soccer Sunday.
Soccer Sunday with Puck-Up Eyes. Don't compromise.
Welcome to Soccer Sunday. A little later than usual, but that means we have all the weekend action from our three league clubs. A Sunday afternoon run out for the Swans as they welcome Walsall to the Liberty Stadium. Thrown to the Wolves, Cardiff City beaten on and off the pitch at Molyneux. And the start of a crucial week for Wrexham as Bury visit the racecourse. Yes, plenty of action to come and another great competition. A win for Swansea City against Walsall this afternoon would see Kenny Jackett's team jumping from 5th to 3rd spot in League One, following Huddersfield's surprise 3-1 defeat at Hartlepool yesterday. Your commentator at the Liberty Stadium is Bob Symonds.
Walsall now coming back into the game rather after a bright start by Swansea, and it's Mark Wright towards the far post, a free header. Owen Willie Garay, the Frenchman, making a superb save there to keep Swansea in the game. It was a beautiful cross by Wright. James got down to it well. Oh, what a save. Wright proving some problems for Swansea on this right flank. Bundled over by Tom Williams. And I think the Swansea man will get a yellow card for that. Devlin! Oh yes! 1-0 Walsall against the run of play, but the Scottish international has done it. He was sent off on his last appearance for them. Goal number 3 of the season on this one. Trundle, nice early ball, it's Robinson. Oh, must score! Oh, so unlucky. Keeper Andy Oakes well beaten last time. Andy Robinson going clear of Craig Peed, doing everything right. Oh, so unlucky. Nice little dink into the box. It's Devlin again. Oh, he had a chance. Should really have made it 2. Plenty of space for him. Swansea spreading the ball wide once again. Andy Robinson. Oh, brilliantly done. Forward, Fallon must score. Oh, the former Swindon man still to get his first goal for Swansea. Must have thought he'd get it there. Robinson just chips it in for him. Could have gone himself. Fallon gets the header. Again, though it's Wright, can play down the tram lines. Oh, that might well have been a foul by Tate. Referee plays an advantage anyway. Oh, and Swansea back to clear through Monk. That should have been 2. Swansea so nearly caught on the break. Balls over the top, providing problems for the Swansea defenders. Garay also. Little chip by Wright. And Tate's back to cover. The Swansea defence leading a charmed life. Garay not really getting distance with that header. Beautiful little chip, but plenty of time for Tate to clear. Trundle. They kept him pretty quiet so far. That's a good ball. Robinson. Oh, off the line. Well, are Swansea ever going to break the deadlock here? Terrific clearance by the Walsall defender. Well, Walsall coming away on the break. Kevin James infield. Garay again to the rescue. Swansea almost caught on the break as Grant Smith went in that time. Now time running out for Swansea. Back in Fenway, getting a touch. Bayo Akinfenwa gets the deflection. 88 minutes gone, the equaliser for Swansea. Second goal in a week for the Nigerian attacker, coming to Swansea's rescue. Referee Williamson deciding there's still time to play. Trundle. That's a lovely chip back in Fenwa. Oh, should have hit the target. Great chance for Swansea to clinch it right at the death.
Akinfenwa rescuing a point then for the Swans at the end. Their 5th draw in a row in League One. They move up to 4th with 60 points. So, next Friday's match against Brentford, really now looking like the proverbial 6-pointer. In the Championship, the battle to gain the last 2 playoff places is really hotting up. Crystal Palace, Preston, Wolves and Cardiff City all in the hunt. So a crucial game for the Bluebirds yesterday as they visited manager Dave Jones' old stomping ground at Wolves.
Wolves boss Glenn Hoddle recalled Paul Ince to the starting lineup after his side's goalless draw with Stoke in midweek. Ince, now 38, has credited Cardiff boss Dave Jones with prolonging his career while he was the boss at Molyneux, and Ince almost paid him back by giving Wolves an early lead. A veteran now of more than 50 caps, showing his experience here in an ideal supporting position. But his effort was capably dealt with by Neil Alexander.
At the other end of the experience scale, Jeremy Aliadier is hoping his loan spell with Wolves from Arsenal will boost his long-term prospects with the Premier Division side. The Frenchman was the next to threaten Cardiff's goal, but this time was off target after setting himself up so well.
The 22-year-old Frenchman was instrumental, though, in the goal that gave Wolves the breakthrough after a quarter of an hour. Chris Barker clears the first attempt, but a weak challenge by Steve Thompson allowed Wolves to come again. Aliadier with a chance to attack Darren Pearce. Dennis Rosa with a simple tap-in at the far post. The Hungarian international and New Year's Day signing from Ferencváros with his first goal for his new club. He could hardly miss, thanks to the quality of the cross.
Cardiff needed all 3 points to overhaul Wolves and consolidate their challenge for a playoff spot. But they really threatened. Their best opportunity came via Jason Koumas's fine run. But the end product was poor. Cardiff playmaker roundly booed by the locals for his connection with major rivals West Brom.
Glenn Hoddle picked up Rowan Ricketts on a free from his old club Spurs, and the midfield man had a couple of opportunities before half-time to increase Wolves' lead. Dave Jones managed to reorganise Cardiff tactically, and they had one more chance to pull Wolves back seconds before the interval. Joe Ledley's strength created the chance, winning the ball back after first of all losing control, for Jeff Whitley to get in the shot. Dutch keeper Stefan Postma having to scramble, but no great pressure on him.
Wolves wrapped up the win with a penalty after the second half kick-off had been delayed by the crowd incidents. Another brand new Wolf, Polish striker Tomasz Frankowski, goes down like the proverbial sack of spuds. Neil Cox, the Cardiff defender, hoodwinked by the international striker. Scotsman Kenny Miller's 50th league goal for the club since his £2 million move from Rangers. He's now signed a pre-contract agreement to join Celtic next season. Brave man.
Wolves had further chances to increase their lead. Rowan Ricketts again in the thick of the action, creating the chance for Aliadier. Cardiff stuck at it though. There really is no questioning their endeavour. 8 games to go, starting with Plymouth next weekend. The playoffs now, well, maybe just a step too far.
That loss at Molyneux means Cardiff slipped to 8th place in the Championship. A pity really, as Preston were held to a goalless draw at Brighton. But Dave Jones adamant that his side will continue to battle for every point right up to the end of the season. The incident between the police and Cardiff fans during and after the match has certainly given cause for concern. In a statement, West Midland Police have said that their prompt action stopped any further trouble. 17 people were arrested, 7 inside the ground and 10 outside after the final whistle on suspicion of assault, violent disorder and being drunk when entering the ground. Earlier I spoke to Gwyn Davis of the Valley Rams supporters group, who was there and gave us his interpretation of events.
We were told there were going to be 17 police support units on duty. Now, we had 1,450 Cardiff fans, which was our full allocation, and basically there were 800 police waiting for us. All these police in riot gear. The whole tone of the day was very intimidatory. What alarmed us as an organisation was every game we've been to this year, prior to the match, we have pre-match meetings where the police from Cardiff, the club and our supporters groups will meet with the team we play in. Now, West Midlands police wouldn't talk to us. They'd have no communication with us, our police, the club at all. Then at half time we went down to the refreshment area. People were queuing by the bar and they hadn't opened the shutters, so they were waiting and waiting. So people got agitated, they were banging the shutters, come on, open up. But nothing too bad, hijinks basically. But to respond to this, the double doors opened and an army of police came in with dogs, truncheon, fully riot geared up. They just waded through the crowd indiscriminately. The West Midlands police are notorious, and amongst football fans, they are top of the bad policing league for football matches. And we took an independent observer from Liverpool University, who was a former policeman actually. Now, we've done an independent view, and we'd like to see some sort of inquiry.
We'll hold things there for now, but in part 2 we'll have action from Wrexham, a club who know all about battling on in trying circumstances. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back. It's the start of a crucial week for Wrexham, with Chairman Alex Hamilton's High Court appeal decision being given on Tuesday, a decision that will have a major bearing on the club's very existence. Yesterday, Dennis Smith's men needed a win against Bury to keep their slim playoff hopes alive, so plenty of pressure for players and fans alike at the racecourse.
Wrexham are confident things will go their way in the High Court on Tuesday, so they can start looking forward to next season, which they hope to spend in Division 1. At present, they're 3 positions and 8 points adrift of the playoff zone in Division 2, with 2 or 3 games in hand over the teams above them, so they need a run of results. One piece of good news for them this week is that Blackburn and former Wales boss Mark Hughes, a local one of course, has agreed to extend striker Matt Derbyshire's loan by another month. Going into today's game, he scored 5 times in his 4 games at the club. And today's referee is Mick Fletcher from Whalley in Worcestershire. So it's Bury who get this game underway. Then in the blue shirts, they know all about financial problems, of course, having been in administration until very recently. Well, the uncertainty has spread all the way down to Dennis Smith and his staff. Only 4 players have contracts going through, right through until next season. Both so important as a wing-back. Situation that time letting him down. Kasper Schmeichel, son of the famous father, on loan from Manchester City, doing well in Bury colours as well. Kenny Williams wins the header for Holt. Under pressure, gives the ball away. There's some space here, certainly for an attack by Bury. Is a great chance, and it's scrambled away by Wrexham. First dangerous move of the game then comes from the visitors. Certainly Bury opened up Wrexham with Colin Marison on the right flank, but move fizzling out. Bit of composure certainly shown by Bury so far at the beginning of this game. Buchanan, he's got a bit of pace, being rather crowded out of it for a moment. Good intelligent play forward though. That's to Youngs, young striker. Again, promising move here for Dwayne Mattis. Spreading it right towards Paul Scott. Shooting chance, David Flitcroft decides to play it off in fact. To Scott, towards the near posts. Well, certainly Bury are asking all the questions in the opening moments here. Again, it's Mattis. Space. Just offside flag against Colin Marison. Derbyshire gets the first flick towards Williams. Puts enough pressure on the defender. Both in turn. Beaten to it by Flitcroft. Crowd as well. Good save by Schmeichel. He's been in outstanding form since joining Bury on loan from Man City, and that was another excellent save. Lawrence getting the ball away to Holt in a bit of space this time. Not much support for him. What there is from Mark Jones. That's a good looking pass wide right. Cutting in. Not just off target. Nice move, Wrexham. Mark Jones with a long pass to the far side, setting up the good attack and good composure. Wrexham playing the ball back rather than going for the obvious far post cross to nobody. The shot from cross to the far side, setting up the good attack and good composure. Wrexham playing the ball back rather than going for the obvious far post cross to nobody. Good header by Lawrence. Now Jones in midfield. School have scored so many spectacular goals for Wrexham this season. Looking to up his midfield play rather today. It's with the outside of the boot. This hits it, but Boot had a chance to get there. Bad back pass. Now a penalty surely? No, the referee says. The question is, does he think that Matt Derbyshire dived there under the challenge from keeper Schmeichel? Yellow card, yes, for the Wrexham man. Well, the danger came from a miss-hit back pass by David Flitcroft. 50-50 ball, Derbyshire went with it. Schmeichel got the touch, and the referee's decision was that the Wrexham man had dived looking for the penalty. Early in the second period, and again Wrexham sent Dennis Lawrence forward. Ball was now going to reach him though. Williams with the second chance. Whitley. Sam Williams. Of a foul. Berry again looking to break quickly. It's Buchanan in the space. Great defending. Sean Pedgick it was. Lawrence finally completes the clearance. Oh, that was a tremendous piece of defending by Sean Pedgick to keep Wrexham in the game. When the ball breaks in midfield, it invariably breaks for Berry. It's Flitcroft, allowed to go forwards. Ingham comes. And Mattis was foiled by a teammate as he went to get that shot on goal. In the meantime, it's Bennett on the break again for Wrexham. Towards Derbyshire, hooked away. For the clearance by John Fitzgerald. Well, action at both ends of the park. In the first instance, it was Dwayne Mattis who looked almost certain to give Berry the lead with a shot, only to find Tommy Youngs, I think it was, on the floor in front of him, making the save on behalf of Vikingham. Wrexham though managing to break to the other side, and again a chance for them before Fitzgerald got it away. With our victory in 4 games, if the match finishes this way, it'll do nothing for their hopes of getting into the playoffs with 3 away games to come now on the trot. Danny Williams pushed up into midfield. We're going into stoppage time at the end of the 90 minutes. Berry, I'm sure, will be pretty happy with their performance. They've been pretty tight. Mattis through. Oh! Chance there. Dwayne Mattis it was, the midfield man, threading the little ball for Jake Spates. He couldn't make anything of it. Free kick this time goes Berry's way. The Lancashire side maybe just have time for one more last effort. Referee decides, in fact, there is no time for that free kick to take place. At the end of the day, disappointing encounter. Berry will be the happier of the two sides, certainly. Wrexham now 4 games without a win, facing 3 away matches to come, starting Macclesfield on Tuesday. Their playoff dreams are disappearing. Wrexham 0, Berry 0.
Rubbish. Should have played better.
What do you think, mate?
We're happy with a point away from home.
Not bad.
We need it to stay up. That'll do us. It wasn't a good game, but we're fighting for our lives here.
After 50 years supporting Wrexham, that's the worst match I've seen. I'm sorry to say it, but it is, that's my honest opinion. I'm very depressed. My wife saw it when I get home.
If you look at their results over the last couple of months, they're set up to make life difficult. You know, it's 0-0, 1-0s, for and against, and they've all been very tight games. I was expecting that today. We tried to be patient in the first half. A few of the fans weren't as patient as we wanted them to be, and I think it got to a few of the players. And then we started going long, and it suits them. Once we do that, we've got to drag them about and tire them. And unfortunately, we didn't achieve that as well as I would have liked to have done.
Tuesday is going to be a big day for the club with the announcement from the High Court and the first of the 3 away games for you.
It's a massive day. For the last couple of years, really, the problems at this club off the field have been a major talking point and debating point, and we've just tried to do the best we can to keep it ticking over on the football side until it's sorted. If it's sorted in one way on Tuesday, there's still a lot of work to do off the field, and there's still a lot of work to do on the field to make sure that we achieve something. So hopefully we get both decisions right on Tuesday. We get the win in the courts and we win at Macclesfield, because we're due some away wins as well.
The League 2 table doesn't look too bright for the Dragons. They're now down to 11th position, 7 points off that last playoff spot, with 2 games in hand over Cheltenham. Let's hope there is some more positive news for the club on Tuesday. It's competition time again, and a chance for 4 lucky viewers to win a year's subscription to 442 magazine. All you have to do is to identify the player receiving his 442 Player of the Year award last week. Is it A, Cameron Jerome, B, Lee Trundle, or C, Darren Ferguson? Call the number shown on the screen or text Sunday A, B or C to 63334 with your answer. Lines close at midnight on Thursday. Good luck with that. Before we go, a look at next week's fixtures. On Tuesday, after that High Court decision, Wrexham travel to face Macclesfield, the first of 3 successive away games for the Dragons. On Friday night, another big one at the Liberty Stadium, as Swansea face second in the table, Brentford. Then on Saturday, Cardiff go to Plymouth Argyle in the Championship, and Wrexham face Rochdale. We'll be back with all the action and latest news here on ITV Wales next week. But that's all for today from the Soccer Sunday team. Have a good week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye.
Pucker Pies. Don't compromise.